Students, up till now, we have completed two topics of paper number 16, and today we are going to start with third topic, and the topic is mobile communication. Students, in the last semester we covered telephone communication as one of the topic, and where we have studied that entire communication, voice communication that takes place via telephone exchange. Analogous to that, extension of the same topic which we are going to study in the mobile communication. One thing try to remember, mobile communication is also takes place through telephone exchange only via satellite. Students, mobile is nothing new to you now. You are well familiar with the mobile because you are very much close to the mobile rather than your family members or family persons. One thing, it is proverbiation which is appearing in present day, and that is human being is close to mobile, but persons are going away from each other only because of the reason that by using mobile, even though persons are far away from each other, you can communicate with each other. But personally, psychologically, human values are being considered. We are going far away from each other. We are coming close because of the mobile from the point of view of communication. In this particular topic, we are studying how mobile is being used to communicate with each other by using a radio frequency signal or by using the microwave as a communicating media from one mobile to the another mobile. Your mobile is as like that of handset we have studied in the telephone communication, or a terminal which was studied in the telephone communication. Only with the difference is that handset is, or terminal in telephone communication, is bulky, it is heavy. One can't move from one place to the another place along with us. But as far as mobile is being considered, it is very small and compact size, and it has a multi-functioning ability. As being small size, as being it is a compact, you can take it away along with you whenever, wherever you can move. That is the reason why that device is called as the mobile. And by using that mobile, one can communicate with each other. Nowadays, rather than it is communicating device, it is going to be used as a multi-functioning device. Many functions are going to be performed on the mobile. On the mobile, you can perform the calculations. You can use mobile as a calculator. You can use mobile device as a Google searcher. You can get plenty of information with the help of the mobile. You can get calendar score. You can get many apps on your mobile. So that's how we can say mobile is not only it is a communicable device nowadays, but it is a multi-functioning device. Such a device is used for the communication from one person to another person. Maybe it is used for the digital signal transmission, also it is used for the voice signal communication. Such a device we are going to study in topic number 3, named as mobile communication. We have our own plan to proceed with this particular topic, that is known as lecture plan. Our plan is we are going to study topic number 3, that is mobile communication. We will begin with its introduction a little bit. Then what is the concept of cell? Prior to invention of the mobile, its name was cell phone. From that point of view, we will begin with our topic with the meaning of cell. What is a cell? What is the role of cell? By knowing the concept of cell, one can understand the meaning of cell phone. Then we are going to study basic cellular system and its operational procedure. How cellular system is formed and how cell phone is going to be gets operated. Actually, formation of cell is a geographical concept. The entire area on the earth surface is going to be divided and subdivided so as to improve the communication process. Depends upon density of the mobile users or cell phone users. One particular area is known as the cell. We are going to study details of the same in basic cellular system and its operational procedure. Then we are going to introduce the block diagram of cell phone. What are the blocks which are involved in the cell phone? We are going to study details of those particular blocks, that is a transmitter, a receiver, frequency synthesizer, logic unit and control unit, which are the parts of the mobile or parts of the cell phone. And at last we are going to study how the mobile is used to transmit and receive the signal. So this is how we have to proceed with our lecture plan as far as topic number 3 is to be considered, namely mobile communication. Dear students, while introducing the mobile communication system, we can say that mobile communication is the communication in which communicating device is mobile or the vehicle is mobile. Means the person who carries the communicating device, it is the mobile. One can carry the communicating device along with us from one place to the another place, which is not possible for the telephone unit, telephone terminal, which we have studied in the telephone communication. As being the communicating device, that is a vehicle, it is a mobile. Hence, this type of communication we can call it as it is a mobile communication. This device we can carry along with us whenever we will go. This is because of its small and compact size, and it has multifunctional operating facility. As being a small size, one can put it in your pocket. Ladies can put the device in their purses. Such a small compact size device having a multifunctional ability along with transmitting and receiving the signal which is used for the communication purpose. Another aspect is that it is a wireless. No wired connection is required. For telephone communication, local loop is connected. Hence, it is difficult to carry with each other. But as far as mobile, it is a wireless device. The communication will taking place by means of microwave radiations with high frequency signal. As being no wire is required, it can be carried away along with us. Another aspect, it is user friendly. User friendly has the meaning that everyone is going to operate. Nowadays, you are going to observe that a newborn baby is going to operate the mobile. This will indicate that how the mobile is friend with the user. So that is the reason how or why we can call mobile as a user friendly. Dear students, it is a portable. Portable means you can port it as per your requirement. That is the reason why we can carry the device along with us when we will travel, when we will move from one place to the another place. Another aspect is that it can be used in emergency because it is always along with you. You can use it as per your requirement of the communication. You can use it in your business purpose. Whenever you are doing any kind of a business of say teaching, business of say learning, business of say selling, business of say purchasing, business of say silent staying, you can use your mobile. And this mobile is used to replace the wired network. And even it can be used for the entertainment. Entertainment, you can hear the sound, you can hear the songs, you can watch the picture, you can watch the cinemas, you can watch the videos. So any entertainment aspect, you can watch it on the mobile because it has a very wide screen. Such a mobile operates with TDM, that is a time division multiplexing, FDM, frequency division multiplexing, and CDMA, that is coded division multiplexed access mode. Such a device, we can call it as it is the mobile, and as a being it is used for the signal communication purpose. The communication is called as mobile communication. Now let us proceed with concept of cellular system and its operational procedure. How the cells are going to be get formulated, and by using that particular cell, how one can communicate from one mobile to the other mobile. That we are going to study under the title known as concept of cellular system and its operational procedure. Dear students, cellular system, it is a standard full duplex two-way radio communication system at remote location. This means that two communicating persons may be far away from each other. They may be going to be recognizing with each other or not. Immaterial. They may be located at the remote places. Then also they are going to communicate with each other. So that's why we can call it as it is a standard of full duplex system. Dear students, in last semester we studied the two types of the communication system in the topic number first, paper number 12. One is a simplex system and second one is a duplex system. And here we are going to show that cellular communication system or mobile communication system, it is a full duplex two-way communication system. By way you can communicate. Means both communicating persons can speak with each other simultaneously through the same media with the help of microwave radiation through the atmosphere as a medium. Cellular system can be installed anywhere on the earth. Anywhere on the earth, meaning thereby it may be installed in a car, it may be installed on a trucks, it may be installed on the building as a hands-filled model. This sentence we are quoting it here because the mobile towers or the cellular system towers you may going to observe anywhere on the earth's surface. Even in Aklusa also, on the many buildings, on the top of the many buildings, you are going to observe the cellular system towers. You can locate this system in the car, in tempos, in trucks. Especially, again I am going to repeat, in Tukaram Maharaj Palki procession, you are going to get the such a studio installed cars which has this particular ability, but it transfers audio as well as a video signal simultaneously for broadcasting purpose. Analogous to that, even cellular system can be installed anywhere on the earth's surface. The cellular phone permits user to link with standard telephone that permits the call to any part of the world. This means that cellular system, communication through the cellular system is possible via telephone exchange only. I already quoted this aspect at the time of introduction of the mobile communication system at the beginning only. Means telephone exchange is playing again a vital role. Almost all the mobile calls are routed through the telephone exchange, but only the difference is that the communication will be taking place through the microwave radiations. At the beginning, AT&T is the name of the company. Developed a cellular phone in 1970. The first cellular phone is developed by AT&T company in 1970. But at present, nowadays, it is available worldwide, throughout the world, from the various companies like Idea, Airtel, Vodafone, Tata Docomo, Reliance, BSNL, etc. Nowadays, many type of cellular phones along with the cards and along with the handset, those are made available. The original system was Advanced Mobile Phone System, AMPS, Advanced Mobile Phone System was the original system. Now it is called as mobile system or mobile. What is the basic concept which is going to lie behind this? Basic concept of cellular system is that Instead of serving within the given geographical area with single transmitter and receiver, system divides area into many smaller area known as a cell. So here is what the concept of cell. In the olden days, within large geographical area, only one transmitter was there and only one receiver was there. That entire large geographical region, it was called as a cell. It might be of several thousand kilometer area, carrying only one mobile transmitting tower and receiving tower. But as the number of mobile users are increased, the mobile signal traffic becomes jam. This may create complications during the communication within that particular large geographical region by using single transmitter and single receiver. It is difficult to cover that particular area due to increasing number of mobile users. And that's why that entire large geographical region is divided into smaller geographical region. Each smaller geographical region contains its own transmitter and own receiver. And that single small geographical region having its own transmitter and own receiver covers small area, and that small area is known as a cell. And the phone that is used to communicate within that particular cell is known as cell phone. Is it clear? Priorly, by using single transmitter and single receiver, communication was taking place as far as communicating devices are being considered. But as communicating persons increases, the device users increase, communicating traffic becomes jam. That's why that entire geographical region is divided into smaller geographical areas, each having its own transmitter and own receiver. Each that small area with own transmitter and own receiver is known as a cell. This will solve the problem of traffic jam of communication system. That small cell containing its own transmitter and receiver, receiving and transmitting tower, we can call it as it is a cell. That is the concept of cell. A cell covers several square mile area or several square kilometer area with its own receiver and low power transmitter. So this is the concept of cell. This is how the cells are going to be formulated. The geographical area with single transmitter and receiver system and divides area into many smaller area known as a cell. A cell covers several square mile area with its own receiver and low power transmitter. So this is how the representation of cell that takes place. Dear students, priorly this is the only one geographical area that carries only one transmitter and only one receiver. This large geographical area with high power transmitter and high power receiver, due to increasing users, increasing communicators, this entire geographical region is going to be divided into smaller several regions. Small regions. Each region is called as a cell. This is cell, this one is cell, All cells are going to be connected with each other. Each cell contains its own transmitter and own receiver. Each cell contains its own transmitter and own receiver. Try to remember. So that communication becomes fast. Speed of communication increases and traffic jam problem is also going to be gets reduced. That's why nowadays you are observing many transmitting and receiving towers even in Akluz also. This is because for that particular company, that particular area is going to act as a cell. If suppose here jamming problem occurs, then this region is also going to be divided into several smaller again regions so as to increase again transmitter and receiver. Dear students, communication within a cell also takes place via telephone system itself. Each cell contains cell site. Each cell contains MTSO, that is mobile telephone office. Mobile telephone office we can call it as, or mobile telephone switching office, that is a better word. Each cell contains cell site. Each cell contains MTSO. It is entire control station which is going to located within that particular geographical area. This is how the formation of that cell. Each cell is linked with the other cell. Each cell possesses its own transmitter and own receiver. So that communication is made easy. So that is the basic concept to understand the meaning of cell and why cellular system is established or came in force. The cell site can serve as a vehicle in its small area. As always, cell site, it is part of cell. Each cell is connected by telephone or microwave link to a master control station known as mobile telephone switching office. Every cell site is going to connected with other cell. One cell is going to be connected with the other cell by telephone link or microwave link through the control station known as mobile telephone switching office. The mobile telephone switching office controls all cells and provides interface between each cell and main telephone office. MTSO is controls the cells for the communication. It also provides the interface between each cell and main telephone office. As a vehicle carrying telephone passes through the cell, means suppose we are the person who is carrying the cell phone or telephone passes through the cell, it is served by the cell transceiver. Cell transceiver means each and every cell contains its own transmitter and own receiver. Combinedly, it is called as transceiver. Each and every cell contains its transmitting tower and also the receiving tower. Combinedly, it is named as cell transceiver. The telephone call is routed through MTSO up to standard telephone system. As the vehicle moves, system automatically switches from one cell to the next. As a vehicle means communicating device moves, means cell phone moves from one cell to the another cell. The system automatically switches the signal from one cell to the another cell. The receiver in each cell continuously monitors the signal strength of mobile unit. Means the strength of the signal which is coming from the cell phone or mobile unit will be monitored by receiving tower in each cell. Depending upon that, the signal will be sent to the MTSO, and by using MTSO, the signal, communicating signal will be transferred from one cell to the another cell as the cellular phone moves from one place to the another place, or as mobile moves from one cell to the another cell along with the vehicle or along with the person. When signal strength drops below the desired level, it automatically seeks the signal strength from the stronger mobile unit. This means that when suppose cell phone moves from one cell to the another cell, the cell phone that leaves the cell, its receiver strength decreases, and the cell phone that enters into the cell, its receiver tower strength increases. Automatically handovering the signal that takes place from one tower to the another tower as the motion of cell that takes place from one cell to the another cell. Because of signal strength monitoring aspect is available for each and every receiving tower in that particular respective cell. The computer at MTSO causes transmission from vehicle to be switched from weaker cell to the stronger cell, known as handoff. The signal strength transferring by using MTSO from one cell to the another cell, that is, the receiver from cell that indicates the weak signal will be transferred to another cell where the cell phone is available that indicates the stronger cell. This process of transferring the signal strength from one cell to another cell is known as the handoff. This entire operation takes place within a short period to get optimum transmission and reception. Dear students, this aspect you are going to observe many times. When you are transferring, changing with your vehicle from one state to the another state, then you are going to receive the message that so and so state is welcoming you from that respective company of the mobile. Welcome to so and so state. You might have observed this particular aspect. At that is the particular time where the signal strengths are transferred from one cell to the another cell. This process of transferring the signal strength from one cell to the another cell is known as the handoff. Dear students, the cellular system operates at 800 MHz to 900 MHz frequency. Previously, 660 channels, each having 30 kHz wide, full duplex are used. But nowadays, 832 channels are used. It possesses frequency reuse. It uses frequency reuse concept that allows cells within the system same frequency. The same frequency can be used for transmission as well as reception. So that is what we can call it as frequency reuse concept. This is because cell is physically a small, low power transmitter, and cell site uses directional antenna. Signal will not stay beyond the boundaries. This allows other cell site within the system to share the same frequency without interface. Frequency reuse increases number of available channels. This is what the concept of frequency reuse. To prevent interface, adjacent channels are not permitted to use the same channel. Another feature of this system is different cell size can be accommodated within this cellular communication system. Within low usage area, cell can be large. Increase in users, larger cell can be again divided into further smaller cell. This is what the concept of cellular system and its operational procedure. Dear students, that's all about the first lecture where we have introduced our plan of lecture. We have introduced the meaning of mobile communication. We have introduced concept of cell phone, concept of cell, how cellular system works, meaning of frequency reuse, meaning of MTSO, role of cell site, how cellular system is advantageous to communicate by using the cell phone, what is the frequency range with which two cells are going to be communicating with each other, how many cells are available for the communication purpose, and what is the bandwidth used for every channel for communicating signal through the cell phone system. Next time we'll go for next aspect of cellular communication, and that is the block diagram of cell phone.